consistency, right? What does it mean to be consistent? So I deal with some stuff, and sometimes it's very hard to stick to plans and to get my writing done every day, or for a few days of the week that I have planned, or for the week at all. And I always try to remind myself when I can, because sometimes I'm just so self-defeating, where I'm like, oh, I can't, I'm the worst, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that, and I feel bad because whatever. The thing I try to remember is that the definition of consistency that I learned growing up isn't doing something perfectly every single day, no matter what. Is that something that is consistent? Yeah. Is that a realistic expectation of what consistency is for 99% of the people? This isn't a motivational thing. This isn't, I'm talking to the 1%. Because those types of videos have their place, and that type of advice and thought has its own place. I'm talking for the 99% of people who are just trying to get through their days. What is consistency? Consistency is doing it more often than not and failing. So it's not just straight line going up. It's doing it. Okay, maybe you mess up a little bit, but then you get back to it and you do it, and then you maybe mess up a little bit. Maybe you mess up really, really hard, but then you get back to it. The idea is that over time, it's like, even if you fail, it doesn't really matter, because it's not that you're doing something new. When you have something like an art that you're trying to pursue into a career, or you're trying to work out and you're trying to get in shape, the idea is to change your lifestyle. That's the idea. So consistency is a byproduct of that, because, okay, every day you're gonna eat something. You consistently eat every day. You consistently shower every day, every other day, once a week, depending on who you are, that kind of thing. So the time frame is what's important, because it's your lifestyle that's changing. It's not you have your regular life and you're trying to make a change, and then your life stays the same. Your life changes because you're making a change, i.e. you become consistent with something. So I've been very hard on myself lately, and even when I have everything perfectly set up for myself, to be consistent kind of been hard. To write, it has been pretty hard, but I had my first day back to it in like 4 or 5 days, and I felt really strong with it, and I got like 500 words or something, and I don't know, I'm just really proud of myself, because I was only able to write for an hour and a half. So an hour and a half is like more time. It was like 45 minutes to an hour, but I got 500 words, and that's good for me. And you know what, I can say, I did it today, because the whole thing with consistency is that it builds momentum. So if you don't do it for a while, starting the thing again is much more difficult than it is doing it day 2, 3, or 4. Day 10, it's like butter. And often it is easy to not do it, because it's like, oh, this is so, you know what, I'll take a day. And then doing it the next day is harder, much harder. And then maybe you're discouraged, and it's like, well, it's been easy, so maybe I'll just do it tomorrow. And then, okay, now you're 2 or 3 days not doing it, and now you've reset yourself. And now it is as hard as it was the first day you did it again. And so you gotta have that whole fight with yourself to get yourself out of that slump, to then be consistent again. And there is that momentum side to it that I will not shy away from. That is real, that is there. But I just want to say to anyone else that struggles with being tired all the time, you just got to keep trying, and you can't blame yourself. And it is tough, but it wouldn't be worth it if it was easy. Sometimes it's just like that. Yeah, expect Mud Tracks is the title of the next short story. Barrow Witch and The King from Nowhere being my last 2. This will be the 3rd. I'm really excited for it. I'm shooting for Sunday, writing every day and all that stuff. It should be done by Sunday with the audio version here on YouTube. Over my Patreon, the text version is going to be there for free members. Like, don't have to pay anything. That is just where I put my stories. Just go there and look at it and read it and be like, oh, Hunter, that was really good. Because that's kind of my motivation for writing right now, is for you guys. And I just want to talk a little bit about consistency. And yeah.